This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hi, folks. Welcome into Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio, and welcome tonight to Snowflake High School for a doubleheader of girls, then boys basketball coverage for you. It's Northland Basketball, and it's brought to you by Choice Wireless. Tonight, we got a big one. Snowflake taking on Chinle, first the girls, and they're underway right now, and we're going to join the action out on the floor. And a little later on tonight, a scheduled 7:30 start tonight. Might be a little bit late because the girls started late, but we've got the boys game coming up for you a little later on tonight here. Northland Basketball at Sports Zone Radio. Folks, thanks for joining us as we get it going here from our courtside location on Sports Zone Radio. And we get a nice little jump shot by Aisha Ashley over on the left corner. That big two gets Chinle on the board for the first time in this one today. Our score, Snowflake 6, Chinle 2. And folks, we do welcome you in to Northland Basketball right here at Sports Zone Radio. Thanks for being a part of it with us tonight at Lobos Gymnasium. And I want to thank our broadcast team as well, led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Our technical director is Joe Matthews. And we also want to say a big thank you to Fernando Quintana. As we get rolling, Snowflake able to get the ball away from the Chinle Lady Wildcats. We've got 5:43 on the clock. We got 5:43 on the clock, and now we're under 5:40 as the ball goes out of bounds, and the score here is actually 6-2. The scoreboard says 7-2. We'll adjust that here in a moment. It is actually 6-2. Chinle trailing Snowflake. Snowflake is on top. So we'll fix that score, flip it around the other direction. Snowflake is actually in front here. 6-2 as you're seeing the adjustment there. We'll fix it for you, folks, and we'll get it going right. Here from Snowflake High School, welcome in Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call, and a wraparound pass underneath that gets stolen, taken away by the Lady Wildcats, and they'll work it inside. That is Shandine Yazzie doing some work in the paint. She ends up on her back, but she draws a foul in the process, and that is going to send the Lady Wildcats to the foul line. The foul is called on Chloe Ulber. Chloe picks up her first foul so far in the game. That is team foul number 1. That's the first time that Snowflake had gotten whistled. And Shandine Yazzie with her first chance at the line. That shot is a little off the mark. The score here 6-2. This one will side spin its way up and through for Shandine, and the Wildcats have halved the Snowflake score. It's 6-3 right now, and a trap in backcourt. Lobos able to break that. They get it up into front court, Natalie Carlisle, and then a jump shot that misses everything from Katie Penrod. And then it'll tip off of the hand of Austin Stratton, one of the seniors on this Lobos team that made it to the state championship game last year. They lost in that game to the Page Lady Sand Devils. Here's the inbound, 6-3 our score. The Wildcats have it. Aisha Ashley with the head fake, goes baseline, spins back out. And there is Ashlyn Lynch out on the top of the key. Over to Shandine Yazzie, back to Lynch. Now the ball gets worked inside to Ashley, and she will try to get her way to the basket, slips, and lands right on the basketball, right in the breadbasket. Ouch. She's able to bounce back up from that, but hit the ground pretty hard. And the score has remained 6-3 for some time. Snowflake has been stuck on 6-4. Probably the last 2 minutes. The Wildcats got a slow start, but the defense has started to come to life here for the Wildcats. Quintrell Curley picks up a loose ball. They'll swing it around right side on the angle to Ashlyn Lynch. Now back to Curley. Nope, sorry about that. That's Lindsay Yazzie banking one in. The three is good for Lindsay, and that will tie the game. After a quick start by Snowflake, the Wildcats have come back to tie it, and then Snowflake will break that tie after the make. The Lobos able to push the ball up the floor successfully to go back in front here at the halfway mark of the first period. It's 8-6, 8-6 our score. Snowflake in front. Oh, beautiful pass from Lindsay Yazzie inside to Ashlyn Lynch, but she couldn't finish the deal. Couldn't make the shot. Snowflake will get the rebound. They're running up the floor. Austin Stratton off the glass. She's got that shot. So back-to-back makes. Back-to-back makes. A long three for Aisha Ashley. It's no good. It bounces around. And the Wildcats will come up with it. Working in the paint. The lefty is up off the back iron. It's no good. The follow for Lindsay Yazzie. She had a couple of shots at it. I believe that was Lindsay with both those efforts. Unable to make those shots. Three minutes and 15 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. The inbound for Snowflake. Austin Stratton picked up her dribble deep in backcourt, was able to get it away to Camry Ballard. Camry ahead to Austin, not in time. Good defense by the Lady Wildcats. They're able to force the turnover on the 10-second call. 3 minutes and 2 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Snowflake 10, Chinle 6. And the Wildcats have a chance to stop what has been another little streak. 4 unanswered points by the Lady Lobos. Shandine Yazzie, now a pass underneath. Lindsay Yazzie had done a great job to get free on the baseline, but her shot was blocked. And the block was good. Camry Ballard with that block, but then she committed a foul after the play. Stops play with 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. I want to thank our presenting sponsors, Choice Wireless. Presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball. Also a big thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They have the hospital in Springerville, and they bring you the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. Here's a pass that goes over the head of the receiver, out of bounds. And so the Lady Lobos will get it back.
Hey, triangle. I could be wrong, but it feels like hey, split the top. Split the top.
Snowflake with the ball on the attack. The drive by Camry Ballard missed. The follow, it was also no good. Another chance at it. That one's no good as well, but Camry Ballard has the rebound. Outside to Austin Stratton. Guarded closely by Ashlyn Lynch. Missed the shot. Lindsay Yazzie the rebound up the floor, and it's off the hands of the receiver in the key. That was a pretty good pass. I think Shandine Yazzie is kind of be disappointed in herself. She didn't handle the pass. It was a good pass that found her behind the defense. She was unable to haul it in. We've got just now under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Up the floor it goes. The Wildcats get the turnover. Shandine Yazzie a steal. Clock might be frozen. I hope it's not. Wildcats working with it. Lindsay Yazzie puts it on the floor, spins, and a couple of defenders overplayed, and Yazzie goes right between them and able to put it up off the glass. That was well done by Lindsay. Now at the minute 20 mark, here's a pass, and the Lobos, well, they work it down low, but then a shot block out there. Great defense by Koa Yazzie. Came off the bench, the freshman daughter of head coach Francine McCurtain, the head coach of Chinle. And Koa did a great job. She able to block the shot, pick it up, initiate a chance to move up the floor the other end, but the Wildcats do turn it back over. So we've seen a number of turnovers, early season miscues. You might expect a fair amount of that. And the Lobos will get it back, leading.
Split the top. Allie, split the top.
Snowflake has it and then turns it over. The Wildcats give it right back. Tipped around, loose ball, picked up. Left side, Stratton, head fake, goes underneath. And then into the paint. The ball is up, and a pretty good effort by Hallie Nichols. Hallie able to force that one up in traffic, make the shot, and Snowflake back in front by 4. 27 seconds remain here in the first period. Northland basketball is presented by Choice Wireless, everybody. Ball underneath, Aisha Ashley fouled. Good job by Aisha. She kind of got aggressive and took the matter into her own hands. The foul is called. And Aisha is at the foul line for Snowflake, or for the Wildcats, pardon me on that. That free throw no good. Snowflake has it, 7 seconds, whistle, foul. That'll stop play. Well, I'm pretty sure that is not what the Wildcats wanted here in the final seconds of the quarter, especially out that far out on the perimeter. Those are not fouls you want your ladies to commit, right?
Split the top. Split the top.
Shot goes up, it's no good, tips around, buzzer sounds, and we come to the end of the first quarter. And just like that, the Snowflake Lobos have come out here and grabbed a 4-point lead to end this first quarter. We're going to grab us a quick timeout, everybody. Oh, here we go. I was wondering where we had placed some new ad material for our presenting sponsors. Guess what? I found it. That'll give us a chance to get a word in here at the end of this first quarter, everybody. What you say we do that? Let's grab a timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue from Snowflake High School. The second quarter getting underway here in just a moment. Northland basketball, Snowflake 12, Chinle 8 in our coverage here at Sports Zone Radio is presented by Choice Wireless. Stand by, everybody.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
We're back in, everybody, at 7:39. On the clock in the second quarter. Snowflake 12, Chinle 8, this girls varsity game. Coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will provide here at Sports Zone Radio coverage of much of the action going on at Chinle High School. It's the annual Choice Wireless Classic Basketball Tournament. And we invite you to join us for 3 days of coverage. I'd say wall-to-wall, but it's not actually wall-to-wall coverage. Sorry about that. We are unable to cover every moment of the tournament, but we will provide you some pretty good coverage. of the day's activities, culminating with our broadcast of the championship games on Saturday. Ball up into front court, tipped around, knocked around, and that is going to belong, I believe, well, it belongs to Snowflake for a moment anyway, and then there's contact down near the baseline. Whistle, foul. And the lady that committed the foul is Ashlyn Lynch of the Wildcats. Ashlyn, that's her first foul here in the first half. Snowflake looking to inbound. And that's going to tip around. It actually ended up in the wrong lady's hands. It ended up in Livy Schneider's hands, and Livy was able to bank it off the glass. So that was a little miscue that worked out nicely for the Lady Lobos, who drop into a 2-3 zone on defense. And they have scored now. They have scored, I believe it is. Now it's 4 unanswered points. 6 minutes, 38 seconds with the stoppage of play. 14-8, Snowflake in front, inbound for the Lobos. Trap set in backcourt by the Wildcats, broken by Snowflake. They've got a lady up the floor, and that's going to be off her hands. Out of bounds, tried to find Natalie Carlisle, the sophomore, down near the basket. So that'll skip off her hands. And here come the Wildcats with the basketball up into front court, and they need to get the offense reignited. Underneath to Lindsay Yazzie, and that one bounces around, wouldn't go in, but an offensive rebound, and the putback is good for Aisha Ashley. So that was a big basket, big make for the Lady Wildcats. They kind of needed that one. They're going to get a steal. Nicely worked underneath to Shandine Yazzie. Missed the shot, tipped out. Ashlyn Lynch has the offensive board for the Wildcats. Back outside, Shandine Yazzie at the top of the key. That is going to hit off the back iron. It's no good. Tips around, and the loose ball finally picked up by Snowflake. Austin Stratton up the floor. Right side to Camry Ballard, looking inside. Puts it on the floor, and I'm not sure how she avoided traveling on that. The official was right on top of the play, so obviously she did avoid it. And here's contact on a baseline jump shot by Austin Stratton. She is going to the foul line for the Lady Lobos. Hey, I want to remind you on something that you hadn't heard yet, so I guess I'm not really reminding you as we get a foul called on Koa Yazzie. That's Koa's first foul of the game for the Lady Wildcats. But the Phoenix Suns are playing basketball on Friday night. And tonight here on our broadcast of Northland Basketball, we would love to give away those tickets. So we'll come up with a way for you to win. We'll give away a pair of tickets here in the girls' game, and then we'll give away a pair of tickets as well in the boys' contest. So are you ready for that as you're out there listening? Pay attention. Stay with us. We'll give you a chance to win some Phoenix Suns basketball tickets. Ball in the corner for the Wildcats. They've brought a couple of new faces into the game. Ashlyn Lynch takes a pass, can't do anything with it. Back outside, Aisha Ashley for 3, and Ashley shot no good. And that is just a good job by Lindsay Yazzie to fight battle and keep it alive for the Wildcats. Getting some opportunities out there. Samira Baya is into the game, and she will feed it underneath, and a nice job on the scoop shot by Lindsay Yazzie. And the Wildcats pull within 2 here in the first half of play. Snowflake has it. Up the floor they go. That's Hallie Nichols. Lost it for a moment. Gave it up to her teammate. And then Camry Ballard took the extra step to turn it back over. And a chance here now for the Wildcats to tie things up. Perhaps even go ahead if they can come up with. Wildcats can go ahead right now if they can come up with a three-pointer. Nice job on the give and go, but unfortunately, Personal foul is called on the Wildcats. So the ball kind of got loose. And Baya picks up what ought to be her first foul of the game. Nope, her second. 2 fouls on Tamira Baya for the Wildcats. That's the 7th team foul, and that will send Snowflake to the foul line. Braxton Jones, a sophomore, in the lineup for the Lobos now, and Braxton will go to the foul line. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Well, Braxton, she went across. Like, if we look at a replay of that, I don't know if we've got a replay of that shot. She went across the line right there. Okay? I am pretty sure before the ball hit the rim, we're going to look. She's up there shooting her second one. Let's let that go. She makes that one perfect. Here's the shot. Yeah, the ball didn't have time to get to the rim. She easily went across. We didn't have the feed on that. We probably had it on the other angle. But none of the 3 officials were able to spot that. The foul shot was good, the second one. And Snowflake will have trouble bringing it up, but somehow they're able to save that possession. They get a shot, miss it. Another shot under the basket by Schneider, and that's no good. Finally tipped around and brought down by Shandine Yazzie. Here come the Wildcats up the right side. Ashley has it toward the corner. She will give it on the cut to Shandine Yazzie, who gets a trip to the foul line. 2 shots on the way for her. A Snowflake foul will send her there for a couple of foul shots. The lady that committed the foul is Schneider. That's her second foul in the half. 5th team foul on Snowflake. This one a shooting foul. 3:47 remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break, and we break it down for you. At the foul line is Shandine Yazzie. And the first one is good. She can get it back to a 2-point game right here. 16-13. Snowflake in front. This foul shot perfect. And it is a 2-point difference. Camry Ballard in backcourt with it. Wildcats trying to trap. Well, they had a couple of opportunities right there. Could not close the trap, but step in front of the pass, and the steal is made by Koa Yazzie. She is going to get the ball for a 3-point try, and that is wide of the mark. No good. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds. Shandine got a hand on it last for the Wildcats. It goes out of bounds off of Chinle. 16-14 is our score here now. Camry Ballard with the ball up in the front court. Good defense again. Koa Yazzie coming up with it. Tips it away. A couple of great defensive plays by Koa. Last 2 trips for Snowflake. And a very high shot off the glass by Tamira Baya. Couldn't make it. But a steal. And Lindsay Yazzie is able to make that shot go down. And we've tied the game here. We are all tied, everybody. 16-16. Snowflake trapped in backcourt. Timeout called from the bench. And coach able to get that timeout. We'll grab a timeout as well, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Back in just a moment.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Hey, we're back. And we are ready to bring you the final 2:55 of the second quarter at Snowflake, everybody. Here's the inbound for the Lobos. Ballard throws it into Stratton, back to Camry. And then Austin will bring it across the timeline. The Lobos will set up the offense. We're tied 16 apiece. Good job by the Wildcats to battle back into this. Snowflake from outside. That shot no good. Tipped, and Braxton Jones gets a hand on it and knocks it out for Snowflake. So the Lobos unsuccessful on that trip up the floor into the corner right side. And a pass that comes out and almost goes into backcourt after it tips off Shandine Yazzie's hands. But nicely Saved by Baya and back into the hands of Yazi. Now into the corner right side. That's Koa Yazi with the basketball. They'll bring it around to Lindsay Yazi, and then a pass into the paint. Ball tips around. Shot is good. And it goes in for Quintrell Curley. Got a hands on it one time in that entire mix. Able to drop the bucket in for the Wildcats. Spin inside. Austin Stratton couldn't make the shot go. Tamira Baya with the Wildcat rebound. And they're going to go the other direction with it. The Wildcats are in front 18-6. That's their first lead of the game. Happened with just about 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here's a shot from the corner. That's no good for Baya. Shandine Yazi battles, gets the rebound, and a travel is called on the drive between a couple of defenders. Quintrell Curley ended up getting knocked to the ground. And she released the ball. You saw that it went in, those watching video. Unfortunately, that shot is no good. So our scoreboard says 20-16. It's actually 18-16 Wildcats, and a travel called. Hands in there on the ball by Lindsay Yazi. Did a great job on Camry Ballard. This Wildcats defense has stepped up their pace in the final couple of moments of this first half, and it's paying off. The Wildcats are in front 18-6. Inbound to Lindsay Yazi. Now back into the hands of Aisha Ashley, who just checked into the game again for the Wildcats. Right side, Lindsay Yazi, turn around on the baseline. The shot is no good for Quintrell Curley. And then picked up, and a jump ball. Camry Ballard, Aisha Ashley, they got tangled up with the basketball. And the ball will go to Snowflake for an inbound. And the Wildcats are going to press again. Full court trap. Baya leading the point of attack on defense for the Wildcats, but Camry Ballard able to break the press, but her pass, well, Quintrell Curley got a hand on it, and it was picked up by Ashley. 53 seconds remaining here in the first half. We're going to get an offensive foul. Quintrell Curley was trying to set an offensive screen for the Wildcats. It didn't quite work out. Second foul of the game on Quintrell. And here come the Lobos. Ball tipped, taken away. Wildcats have it again. They've done a great job with the takeaways here in this one, but they're going to give it right back on a rushed pass by Ashley inside. Snowflake broke it up, got it back, and look at the dribble taken away by the Wildcats again. That's Shandine Yazi defensively. Camry Ballard back on defense, gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds before it can get to Aisha Ashley for what may have ended up being a fairly easy bucket at that point. .24 seconds left in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way, everybody. Ashley has it. Looking for help. Off to Lindsay Yazi. Now 9 seconds. Going to have to run a play. 6 seconds. Got to attack. 4 seconds. Ashley doesn't know how much time is left. She loses track, bounces it inside, and it's taken away. A steal right at that last moment by Natalie Carlisle. And that is how the first half comes to an end here at Snowflake High School on this broadcast of Northland basketball, everybody. We welcome you into our coverage from Snowflake High School. Doubleheader, the girls first. That's this game here now, and we're at halftime. Boys on the way here in a bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll break it down for you in just a bit. The Northland basketball broadcast tonight from Snowflake is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. Stand by.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
It's that time of year again. You can feel the excitement in the air. You know what? It's our kickoff to savings event at Hatch Toyota in Show Low. And you don't want to miss our award-winning lineup of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. $24.99! $24.99! Hut! New Toyota Corollas, Camrys, RAV4s, 4Runners, Tacomas, and Tundras. We have the best inventory in the White Mountains, plus our low price guarantee. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years or 25,000 miles. 286! 286! Hut! Don't miss our kickoff to savings at Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at HatchToyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Show Low.
Any insurance agent can provide a quote, return a phone call, or claim to have the best rates. But will your current agent fight alongside you if and when you need to make a claim, discuss options when life changes, or put you and your needs first? At the Troy Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency, that's exactly who you'll get. People over profit. Years of expertise and knowledge, personalized service, and a straightforward, comprehensive, and cost-effective insurance solution. Call or visit the Merrill Farmers Insurance Agency now and experience exactly what you've been missing.
Summit Healthcare is offering booster doses of the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines, as well as initial doses for the unvaccinated. The vaccine and boosters are available at Summit's drive-thru clinic at 4951 South White Mountain Road, Building A in Show Low. Be sure to follow the red signage to find the clinic location. There is no appointment necessary, but do remember to bring your vaccination card. Protect those you love, get vaccinated, and take advantage of Summit Healthcare's drive-thru clinic with no appointment necessary.
Have you downloaded the new version of the Sports Zone Radio mobile app? Then what are you waiting for? It's free, and it's the simplest, most direct way to tune in our live and archive broadcasts of Northland basketball, the Friday Night Football Show, everything we do at Sports Zone Radio, including our live video streams. Just go to your iPhone or Android app store, search for Sports Zone Radio and our iconic Z logo, can't miss it, and download it. Simple. This is Floyd Simmons thanking you for listening and watching and downloading the Sports Zone Radio mobile app.
This month we are giving away turkeys, and backed by popular demand, we are doing it again. We are giving away 2 more tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, and 2 more tickets to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert. When you use Mountain Mobile Auto Glass to replace your insured windshield, your name goes in the hat, and your name could be drawn as the winner of 2 premium lower-level seats to see the championship night of the National Finals Rodeo. Plus, 2 tickets that same weekend to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert on their last tour. And this month, everyone gets a Thanksgiving turkey. Keep it yourself, or we will donate it in your name to your favorite White Mountain Food Bank. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first-half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Hey everybody, welcome back in to our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball here at Sports Zone Radio, and welcome back into Snowflake High School. It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime reports. We thank you for joining us. And it was a An exciting first half, that's for sure. It was first half that saw Snowflake get out in front early on. They may have scored the first 8 points of the game. They did score, I think, the first 6. But the Wildcats were able to bounce back. Did we get it? Do you want me to do it? Right here? What? We have some confusion. Chinle was able to battle back. They didn't get their first lead of the game until there was about 2 minutes left in the first half. They went in front 18-16, and then we saw the defenses prevail in those final couple of moments. We ended up with no scoring in the last couple of moments in this hard-fought game. The Wildcats really turned up the pressure in that second quarter, and that helped them to get the lead, get in front here as we wrap up our halftime report. Let's do that. Let's wrap it up. We will certainly we'll get you the numbers. That's our issue right now is we're trying to actually find the numbers, get the numbers for you, get caught up here at halftime, and we will do that for you in just a bit. I want to thank you for joining us for this broadcast doubleheader on the radio tonight. All right, so whatever you do, don't leave your seats. We'll get this word in from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass as we wrap it up for you here on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Chinle 18, Snowflake 16. The second half begins in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
This giving away turkeys. And backed by popular demand, we are doing it again. We are giving away 2 more tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas and 2 more tickets to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert. When you use Mountain Mobile Auto Glass to replace your insured windshield, your name goes in the hat and your name could be drawn as the winner of 2 premium lower level seats to see the championship night of the National Finals Rodeo. Plus 2 tickets that same weekend to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert on their last tour. And this month, everyone gets a Thanksgiving turkey. Keep it yourself or we will donate it in your name to your favorite White Mountain Food Bank. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back. Woohoo!
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Jilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Back to the action, everybody. Thanks for being with us on our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball. And we're just about ready to begin the second half here. Boy, that defense, again, for the Wildcats, it was lights out in the second quarter. They held Snowflake to 1 field goal and 2 free throws made, 4 points total, and that's how they were able to get themselves in a position to grab the lead. The Wildcats themselves scored 10, so they outscored Snowflake in that second quarter 10-4. Just a great job all the way around, and our score is 18-16 as the third quarter gets underway on this broadcast of Northland basketball. Chinle taking on Snowflake, this game at Lobo Gymnasium in Snowflake. Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll check the 5 Wildcat starters for you here for the second half. Lindsay Yazzie right there, drops it to Aisha Ashley, who will drive in between a couple of defenders. Throw one up there, and that shot good for Ashley. She's got 6 points in the game with that make. By the way, Lindsay Yazzie had the big first half. 11 points for Lindsay Yazzie, leading the way for the Wildcats in the first half. She joins Aisha Ashley, Shandine Yazzie, Ashlyn Lynch, and Quintrell Curley as the starters in the second half for the Wildcats. Baseline move for Snowflake and a bounce pass into the paint and into the hands of Lindsay Yazzie. So Wildcats have it back and they can go in front. That's since they only grabbed the lead with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And now with a floating jump shot, long one out there, a 6-point lead for the Wildcats. That's Ashley scoring the first 2 buckets of the second half. So I believe we just watched, if I'm not mistaken, that was Austin Stratton answering on the other end for Snowflake with the 2. The Wildcats getting it going underneath the Quintrell Curley, and off comes the mask after the nice make by Quintrell. Just about 2 minutes gone by in the quarter. Snowflake will put one up. Chloe Ulber had worked her way down inside, powered her way up, but couldn't make the shot for the Lobos, who trail by 6 right now, 24-18. Shandine Yazzie, guarded by Camry Ballard, man-to-man Snowflake defense. Now it's Ashley with it. Ulber has her, and then outside. Ashlyn Lynch looking for a screen. She went just a little too wide of that screen, allowed the defender to stay with her. That defender, Katie Penrod, then committed a foul. Nope, it wasn't. It was Austin Stratton coming with some help defense, committing that foul. At the free throw line, this is Ashlyn Lynch. And a perfect foul shot by Ashlyn is her first point of the game. 7-point Wildcat lead. Wow. Shocking. Snowflake had as big a lead as 6 points in the first half. The Wildcats have turned all of that around. Again, they lead 25-18 here in the third quarter. And they're going to get the ball back because Natalie Carlisle dribbled it off her size 6s out there. And outside the baseline. 5:22 on the clock. Ashlyn Lynch at the top. Here's the cutter. Aisha Ashley inside, tried to bounce it to her teammate. Well, that was a set play run by the Wildcats, and Snowflake able to get out there, and I believe the lady that got a hand to knock it away was Carlisle. As you take a look at the undisputed leader of this team, Aisha Ashley, she's one of the captains, and so is Lindsay Yazzie. Here's a jump shot from Curley. Quintrell shot, no good. Rebound, Snowflake pushing up the floor. Camry Ballard finishes in transition off the glass. Nicely done for Snowflake. They had, prior to that shot, been outscored 7-2. I'm good. Thank you, sir. 7-2, they had been outscored before that shot was finished by Camry Ballard in transition for Snowflake. Nice little running game. And they do like to run. Ashley with the miss inside. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds. Snowflake looking to try to get something done here. They had the 7-point lead, or rather Chinle did. Snowflake sensing a moment. And so did Francine McCurtain for the Wildcats. She decided to call a timeout. She'll take that one while we get a word in from White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They present the Sports Zone Radio's play of the game, which we'll announce at the conclusion here of the girls' broadcast. That'll come up a little later on. Stand by. Northland basketball brought to you by Choice Wireless.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO. Experienced physicians and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Back into the action, everybody. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast coverage from Snowflake tonight. Northland basketball. It's brought to you by Choice Wireless. We have two tickets. Two tickets we'll give away in this second half of the girls' game to the Phoenix Suns on Friday. I'll check the schedule for you in a moment to let you know who they're going to play as we watch a follow by Ulber. She was nearly able to get that one to go, and it just didn't quite drop in for her. Wildcats commit a shooting foul. And the lady at the line is going to miss the first shot. This is Chloe Ulber. 25-20, the lead for the Lady Wildcats in this one tonight at Snowflake. Ulber's shot this time is perfecto. Shot goes through, 25-21. Snowflake able to cut that lead down to 4 points now. And it's tipped out of bounds off of Austin Stratton. She got a little fingertip on it. The official gives a little bit of time for Snowflake to get set on defense. Inbound, it's tipped by Austin Stratton into the hands of the lady that passed it, that threw it, Lindsay Yazzie. Well, Lindsay jumped in the air from out of bounds and caught it, came down. She's still out of bounds before she establishes herself, right? So since she had not done that, the basketball is going to belong to the Lobos. And they can make this back to a 2-point game in a hurry. There have been only one made three-point basket per team in this game so far. Stratton trying to get a three to go down right there. It would not. Inside to Katie Penrod. Blocked. Shot blocked. Shandini Yazzie was trying to wall up there. Pardon me, that wasn't Shandini. That was Koa Yazzie, the freshman. She tried to wall up, could not successfully do so, picked up her third personal foul in the game. 25-21. Wildcats lead this one. This free throw off the back iron, no good for Katie Penrod. Couple of foul shot misses for Snowflake here in the quarter. We saw the Wildcats play a couple of days ago at Winslow, right? And both Wildcats teams, the girls and the boys varsity teams, shot free throws very poorly, and it did end up costing the Wildcat ladies to a certain degree. They ended up losing the game. I think it was a 17-point difference in the victory for the Lady Bulldogs for Winslow over Chinle. Certainly, those missed free throws were a factor. As we watch Snowflake miss 2 foul shots on that trip, and a steal by Camry Ballard. Here goes Camry, pushing. She's going to go up strong against Aisha Ashley and make the shot. Well, Ashley didn't want to commit the foul. Ballard took full advantage and got it to go. She went coast to coast after taking it away. 25-23, Snowflake within 2 now. Wildcats up in front. That little run by Snowflake represents some momentum change, and Ashley will try to turn that back around the other way. Here's one off the glass as she makes a nice move inside the paint. She's got great footwork and will establish herself as one of the best, if not the best, post player in the North here in this basketball season. Loose ball pickup finally by Snowflake. Stratton missed too strong, tipped around. Wildcats have it, up the floor. Camry Ballard, she got a hand to defend it, knock it away, and Wildcats will set an inbound play with 2:41 remaining in the third quarter and a lead of 4 points. Chinle 27, Snowflake 23. Thank you, folks, for joining us for this broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And an inbound play coming in for the Lady Wildcats. And for the first time that I can remember in this game, we will see Michaela Begay, the junior, check in. Ashley has it. Her patented spin move, trying to go between two defenders, drew the contact. And Ashley should be going to the foul line for a pair of free throw tries. And the lady that got her, the lady that committed the foul for Snowflake, was Hallie Nichols. Hallie Nichols called for the foul. Meanwhile, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You are listening live and local in the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. That's our Sports Zone Radio broadcast partner across the White Mountains. The Blowtorch KRFM, 100,000 watts, covering more territory, I think, than maybe any other radio station in the entire state of Arizona. We love our partnership with KRFM. Thanks for listening as well on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app. Big thank you goes out to those watching on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and our Facebook page as well. Our broadcast team led by our producer Derek Simmons. Our technical director is Joe Matthews, and Fernando Quintana as well with us on our broadcast coverage. And there is Austin Stratton with a nice little bunny, we call that, right? You got to make the bunnies, says our friend, the coach, Pete Butler. And by the way, Coach Butler will do some games with us. I go out on a limb and suggest that he is going to do some games, broadcast some games with us this season, particularly as we get into more of our coverage up north. And we will be at Chinle High School Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the Choice Wireless Classic Basketball Tournament. Coverage for you here. Much of that tournament to be covered here at Sports Zone Radio. Here's a pull-up jump shot. The three-point try, no good for LaShanta Benali. And before it can go out of bounds, it is picked up by Snowflake, Austin Stratton. And from behind, it is knocked out of bounds by Michaela Begay of Chinle, 27-25. Michaela doing a good job hustling on defense to knock it away, knock it out of bounds. And we've got 82 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Inbound, Snowflake has it underneath, and it was nicely done. Camry Ballard threw the pass, and sophomore Livy Schneider gets her first second-half bucket. She's got 4 points in the game for the Lady Lobos. And look at this, we're all tied again. Tied at 27 apiece. Lob inside. Schneider gets a hand up on it, knocks it away, off to Camry Ballard, who is trying to battle her way up the floor against Tamira Baya, who gets called eventually for the personal foul. It was two ladies really going at it the entire distance up the floor. Give Camry a lot of credit. Nice left-handed dribble that she was able to control until finally getting the call. Baya will go to the bench for the Wildcats. Nope, she stays in. Sorry about that. She stays in. We've got under a minute remaining in the third period. Tie ball game, 27 apiece. This one going to come down to the wire, right? Toward the paint. Schneider kicks it back outside. Swing it back to Schneider. It's loose. She was bracketed by defenders, and her pass taken away by Michaela Begay, who may have traveled. I know that Snowflake wanted a travel call. They did not get it in that instance. And so the Wildcats will work with it. From the baseline, left side, rolls around. The shot is up and good for Baya. It's been very active here in the final couple of minutes of the third period. Under 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Down to 15. Stratton driving, forcing, missing. The shot, rebound, Lindsay Yazzie, and her pass is blocked, partially anyway, by Austin Stratton. Now in football, you can get away with that. But here in this game, that is a personal foul called on Austin, and that is her second of the game. Stop the clock with 9 seconds remaining in the quarter. Stratton will be removed by Coach. That's a smart move. I mean, how many times she's real emotional right now. How many times have you seen somebody commit another quick foul just because of the emotions? 4 seconds on the clock. Ashley has it. She can't. She's unaware of the clock. Unaware of the clock. Somebody's got to help communicate out there, and it just didn't happen that time. But the Wildcats will grab a 29-27 lead. They're able to get a quick bucket there as we close out this third quarter, everybody, from Snowflake High School. And thank you for joining us on the broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. And the fourth quarter of an exciting girls matchup is going on at Snowflake, and that's on the way next. Don't go anywhere. Northland Basketball brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Back into the action at Snowflake High School. The fourth quarter is underway, and there's a drive by Austin Stratton off the back iron. Tips around. That's knocked out and knocked off the Wildcats. Chinle has a 29-27 lead in this girls varsity matchup at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome, everybody, to Lobo Gymnasium. Inbound. Chloe Ulber has the basketball, and she gets fouled. It looks like Quintrell Curley is the lady that was trying to front her on defense that committed that foul. That is Quintrell. Third personal of the game on Curley. Fourth team foul on the Wildcats. 3 fouls on Snowflake. 19 seconds into this fourth quarter. Game 1 of the broadcast doubleheader, and a miss at the line by Ulber. Chloe puts this one up, gets a lot of hang time, bounces around, it's no good. Tipped and brought down by Shandine Yazzie. The Wildcats up the left side. Attack the basket. Ashlyn Lynch surrounded, throws a wild pass. That was picked up by Snowflake momentarily before a three-point basket is knocked down by the Wildcats, who got the ball back. That's Ashlyn Lynch with the 3. Ashlyn has 4 points after that big make right there, and a Wildcat foul committed. I just needed to see who that was. Shandine Yazzie, her first, make it second. Second foul of the game on Shandine. Snowflake with the inbound. 7:15 on the clock, fourth quarter. 32-27, Wildcats in front. Katie Penrod cut off at the baseline, and her pass tipped and brought down by Shandine Yazzie. Got herself in trouble down there on the baseline. Should never have picked up the dribble. You can see it almost the entire way. That was going to end up being a turnover. Work it inside, Quintrell Curley. She is hooked and fouled by Ulber. Fronting her on defense for Snowflake. That is the third foul of the game on Chloe Ulber, and she is going to have to exit the game. Coach Joe Clare bringing her out of the game, the lady that replaces her, sophomore Livy Schneider. Wildcat inbound to Curley, looking for help outside. Ashlyn Lynch now with the basketball. Curley, Lynch. Now Koa Yazzie has it, and fouled as she tried to dribble toward the angle on the right side. Not a shooting foul. And for Carlisle of Snowflake, that's her first foul of the game. So I mentioned that Ashlyn Lynch and Koa Yazzie start the second half. Lindsay Yazzie in there. She's going to throw it in. Shondine Yazzie on the floor as well. And Quintrell Curley. Those are the 5 Lady Wildcats on the floor. And Snowflake with a takeaway. Great job by Livy Schneider. And Camry Ballard trying to finish off the 3-on-2. Cannot. Good defense. Wildcats get it back. They'll race the floor and get the shot to go. Great job by the Wildcats, and it's finished off by Koa Yazzie. And these Wildcat fans that have made the trip, happy to see it. Timeout taken by Snowflake. We'll grab one as well here on our broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And this word in from Choice. Stand by, everybody. Fourth quarter action continues in a moment.
Choice NTUA Wireless now has the best tribal lifeline phone service on the Navajo Nation. Unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included with your benefit. You can't beat unlimited. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thank you to Choice NTUA Wireless for their partnership here with us at Sports Zone Radio. Northland Basketball is brought to you by Choice Wireless. 34-27 our score as we continue on in the fourth quarter. Everybody, welcome back. Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call. Inbound for the Lobos. Austin Stratton has it off to Camry Ballard. Back to Austin. Now she picks up the dribble and finds Katie Penrod into front court. And Katie will carry the basketball. Now, Coach Clare did not argue with the official on that one. Katie didn't like the call, but the call stands. Lindsay Yazzie brings it into front court for the Wildcats. They are building on that lead, matching their largest lead of the game so far, 7 points. And a pass to Koa Yazzie from Ashlyn Lynch off of Yazzie's hands, out of bounds. Back to Snowflake, 6:05 remaining in the fourth period. And the Lobos facing that. Well, it's a two-person trap right now for the Wildcats. And Snowflake able to get it across just in time. And then a bump foul. Shondine Yazzie making contact on Stratton. Third foul of the game on Shondine. That is also team foul number 6 now on the Wildcats. The Lobos, for reference, have 5 fouls at the moment. 5:51 remaining in regulation. Snowflake, that had such a great year last year, came up short in the championship game against the Page Lady Sand Devils. That was the championship game, right? Or was that the semis? I believe it was the championship game that we covered. There was a huge disparity in that game. Snowflake will, to this day, remind you about the disparity in foul shots. So we watch Camry Ballard go to work and get the favorable roll, and the shot is good. 5-point deficit now, Snowflake facing after the make by Ballard. But in that championship game, in the matchup with Page in the playoffs, boy, yeah, there was a huge disparity. Sand Devils went to the foul line a lot. Snowflake hardly did. But take a look at the video on that one, and I think you'll agree that the Sand Devils played a smarter game, and they took care of the basketball, and they worked it inside, and they got a lot of contact inside. Snowflake did not do a very good job of getting the ball inside. Did not do a very good job of giving themselves opportunities to get to the foul line in what ended up being a very close game at the end, right? I mean, foul shots, foul opportunities were the difference in the score of that game. Up the ball goes into front court. Lindsay Yazzie has it for the Wildcats. Turnaround near the paint. Shot was no good, but a foul was committed by Snowflake, and that is Natalie Carlisle. Whistled. And Aisha Ashley at the free throw line. 2 fouls in the game on Carlisle. Ashley off the front iron. It's no good. Well, time for us to start considering the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. Could go either way with the time left in this one as we watch Ashley miss that shot. 34-29 Wildcats. The Sports Zone Radio player of the game is presented all the rest of this season and the spring sports season as well by our brand newest partner here at Sports Zone Radio. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center, the hospital in Springerville. Here's a pass inside that is tipped, and is that stolen away by... Boy, what a great job by Austin Stratton in the hustle, and she nearly ran over Sports Zone Radio's Derek Simmons, getting the shot right there that you see on your screen. Do we have a replay of that? Did we capture that? Certainly hope we did. I want to see that again. I want to see Austin coming right at Derek. Here we go. There's the replay. There's Austin. And Derek taking the brunt of that one. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's well done, guys. Timeout out there on the floor, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll grab a timeout as well. Northland basketball is brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. 4:22 remaining fourth quarter and a 5-point Wildcat lead.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Game one of tonight's broadcast doubleheader. Girls varsity basketball here. Chinle's Lady Wildcats lead Snowflake 34-29. 4:22 remaining in regulation. We'll have a brief in-between games, and then we'll have the boys broadcast for you. And by the way, if you're watching our coverage online on Facebook and on YouTube, we are going to end the girls broadcast and then begin the boys broadcast online shortly thereafter. So bear with us as we make that change. You'll have to reinitiate maybe refresh the page, go up the page, look for the notification as we restart for the second broadcast, the boys broadcast. Meanwhile, after the inbound, the Wildcats have a ball tipped away on the dribble from Ashlyn Lynch right into her teammate's hands. Lindsay Yazzie in the paint, and she tries a little left-handed baby hook. That shot no good. Brought down by Camry Ballard. Snowflake has it. Trying to cut into a 5-point Wildcat lead. Halfway mark, fourth quarter. Northland basketball is presented to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Ball on the angle right side to Katie Penrod. Forced to pass inside, and Lindsay Yazzie broke it up for the Wildcats. They've got the loose ball pickup. Ashlyn Lynch has it. Top of the key, Lindsay Yazzie. Now back right side into the game, Tamira Baya. Now for the Wildcats. They'll swing it down low. Low blocks work there by Aisha Ashley, and she works hard to get a whistle and contact and a foul to send her to the foul line. And the lady that got her was Camry Ballard. Camry, I don't know if Camry was initially tasked with covering Aisha or whether or not she had to switch up with somebody to get to that assignment. She wasn't covering her earlier in the man defense. But she commits the foul right here, and Ashley is at the line. Aisha in the game has attempted 4 foul shots today. And Ashley's missed them all, so this will be a good time for her to get the tables reversed on how she's shooting foul shots for the Wildcats. They have just not been a good foul shooter in now the second game that we've watched them play. They're getting the benefit of playing great defense, and that kept them in that Winslow game for a long time before the Bulldogs finally pulled away late in the game and came up with a big victory. Wildcats had kept it close for some time because of their defense, but you got to start making those foul shots. Ashley made the second of her shots to put her at 1 for 5 in the game. Here is a shot for Snowflake in the paint. Schneider missed it, tipped around. Snowflake got it back. Jump shot goes up, 14-footer right side. No good, but a nice job of battling inside and finally getting it as Natalie Carlisle able to make that shot go down for the Lobos. Under 3 minutes remaining in the game. It's a 4-point difference. 35-31 Wildcats. Well, I'm dizzy watching Tamira Baya spin around out there. Gives up the pass. Shandine Yazzie and a 5-second call. Good defense, Camry Ballard forcing the turnover as she was step for step the entire way and able to force that turnover. 35-31, let's update that scoreboard. 35-31. That's our score. Wildcats in front of Snowflake, baseline move, and that shot won't go in for the Lady Lobos. Tips out, that was Carlisle on the miss, and Shandine Yazzie on the pickup into front court. Ashley now left side for an open look from the baseline. Baya couldn't make it go. Rebound Snowflake for a moment, and Austin Stratton couldn't hold on to it. So the Wildcats get a chance to inbound the ball, getting into that critical time frame right here with 2:17 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Stratton comes out of the game for a moment for Snowflake. Coach going to give her some instructions. Hattie Nichols checked in for Snowflake. And now the ball goes out, and so does Hattie. Hattie is out of the game, and Austin is back in. Coach just wanted to get some instruction in onto the floor, talk to one of his captains, Austin Stratton. She gets a screen as she comes into front court, stops at the top of the key. A couple of defenders on her, delivers into the paint, and now on the wing right side, the jump shot is no good for Ballard. And a Snowflake foul committed. Foul called on Natalie Carlisle, third of the game on Nat. And with that, the Wildcats elect to grab a timeout. So they've got that, and we've got this word from Beeman Well Drilling. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in regulation. 35-31, Chinle leads Snowflake. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Snowflake taking on Chinle tonight. Doubleheader of action from Snowflake High School. Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And I want to remind our guys who are listening to the broadcast, our producer, Derek Simmons, technical director, that is Joe Matthews and Fernando Quintana on camera. I want to remind you, fellas, be thinking about the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. After this foul shot, let's get that look from that overlay. White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They bring you the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game. Everybody, as we watch Aisha Ashley make a foul shot, we will announce the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game coming up forthwith. And I certainly hope I used that correctly. 37-31, a minute 52 remaining. Guys, be thinking about your vote on the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game. Here is Austin Stratton trying to back her way down on the baseline. Couldn't make the shot go. Rebound, Lobos. Carlisle, her follow would not go in. Ashley the rebound. Ashlyn Lynch now up ahead to Baya, but the pass is going to lead her too much, too long. It's out of bounds. Back to the Lobos. Snowflake needing this possession. They've got to get something done here on this one. Down 6 right now with 92 seconds remaining in regulation. Stratton into front court. Ballard. Well, she was going strong. She got cut off. Good defense by Shandine Yazzie. And then forced Ballard into the turnover. She traveled on the play. If Chinle should prevail here, the high point lady right now is Aisha Ashley. She has scored 13. 9 of those points have come in the second half. She has had certainly a better second half than she did the first. Lindsay Yazzie has 11 points. Those are the only 2 ladies in double figures right now for the Wildcats. Lindsay scored all of her 11 points in the first half. She hasn't scored in the second half. And Austin Stratton does a good job to get a hand on it, almost take it away from Ashlyn Lynch. Good defense by Austin, but Snowflake was unable to get it. They do now. Carlisle is able to grab an errant pass. Up the floor she goes. Is that going to? She is fouled on the floor. That is a 1-and-1 on the way for Carlisle. Well, Snowflake really could have used a make on that and a chance at a three-point play. The lady that committed the foul is Baya. And Tamira Baya has her 4th personal foul of the game for the Wildcats with 49 seconds remaining here in regulation. Carlisle to the foul line for Snowflake. Shot good for Carlisle. Down to a 5-point Wildcat lead. Well, there's plenty of time for Snowflake with these numbers, and Snowflake does have 3 timeouts remaining as they make that shot and then, I believe, grabbed a timeout. Yeah, Snowflake wanted that timeout. Coach and his girls down 4. Joe Clare calls the timeout. We take this one as well. Stand by. Under a minute remaining, a 4-point Wildcat lead. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Snowflake and Chinle in this girls varsity matchup. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Here's the inbound from Lindsay Yazzie for the Wildcats. Full court press. Man-to-man defense by Snowflake and a foul committed by Nichols. Hattie Nichols into the game for the Lady Lobos. She is a sophomore. And for Hattie, her first foul committed in the game. She hasn't played much. And she's not going to play much right here. She'll come back out again. Austin Stratton checks in for Snowflake. 37-33. The Wildcats with the lead and the basketball at the free throw line. 1-and-1. That's the 9th team foul. So obviously double bonus on the way next for the Wildcats. Now as you look down the roster for Snowflake, they have a bunch of seniors and sophomores and 1 junior on the roster. So we watch Ashlyn Lynch connect on the foul shot. Ashlyn with 5 points in the game. She has another shot coming her way right now. And this one is perfect. Big foul shots with 47 seconds remaining in regulation. Those are huge when you consider the Wildcats. Last couple of games that we have seen them play, they have just not shot well from the line. Here's a 3 for Snowflake. Stratton missing, tipped. Baya touched last, now trapped in the corner. And that is going to be, I think that's a timeout. And look at this. Aisha Ashley calls timeout with her teammate trapped in the corner. That was a headsy play. That was a great job by Ashley. Call timeout, preserve critical possession with 31 seconds remaining in regulation. The senior, Aisha Ashley, the captain, outspoken vocal leader of this team, with a great job on the floor to save that possession for the Wildcats, because I surely thought Chinle was going to turn it back to Snowflake right there. And then at a minimum, you would think this is going to give the Wildcats, on a successful inbound anyway, a chance to shave off a few seconds at a minimum of the 31 seconds remaining. Hey, don't forget White Mountain Regional Medical Center. You saw the graphic right there. They present the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game. The Player of the Game. That heads-up move right there by Ashley, especially if Chinle is able to take a bunch of time off the clock here in this final, in this possession. Won't be the final possession, but this possession right here. Well, that's going to go a long way toward giving her some credit toward the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. And guess what? Didn't work out anyway, because a 5-second call is Lindsay Yazzie unable to get the ball in. So still 31 seconds remain in regulation. Snowflake will get it back. The Lobos go with, well, they got 6 ladies on the floor right now. Now they get Hallie Nichols off the floor. Katie Penrod, Austin Stratton, Camry Ballard, who inbounded the ball to Stratton just now, into the game. Here's a cross-court pass. Drive. Shot is good for Camry. That was huge for Snowflake. Inbound, 15 seconds remaining, and Katie Penrod commits a foul to send Ashlyn Lynch to the foul line. It's double bonus time. 2 shots on the way on a personal foul committed by Penrod. No particular foul trouble for Katie, but for the Lady Lobos, yeah, foul trouble. Double bonus time, 2 shots on the way here. 39-35 Wildcats. They need this for insurance. They need this to help salt this game away. And it rolls around and does go in. How about the Wildcats coming up big in the 4th quarter? Lynch at the line has made 3 foul shots. All 3 of her shots from the line in the 4th quarter have gone in. This one finally misses. And Aisha Ashley, after missing her first 5 foul shots of the game, has made her last 3 foul shots here in the 4th quarter. Whistle and a foul called on the Wildcats. It was not met with much love from the Wildcat fans here. They didn't like the call by the official. Ashlyn Lynch gets called for her 2nd of the game. So this is big, a 5-point difference. Ballard can make both of these. Snowflake is right there with it with 9 seconds remaining, but they've got to get the ball away from the Wildcats, and they'll try to do it on the inbound. Snowflake has 2 timeouts left, by the way. Undoubtedly going to call a timeout if they make this foul shot, right? First one for Ballard is good. Second one is also perfect, and immediately Coach Joe Clare calls timeout for Snowflake. His team down by 3, 40-37, a full timeout for the Lobos. We take one as well, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
Here we go, crunch time, 9 seconds in regulation. That's what remains. Chinle on top, 40-37 with the basketball for an inbound, looking for help. And there's a whistle and a foul. That foul called on Snowflake before the ball could even be inbounded. Sophomore Braxton Jones. Braxton Jones committing that personal foul. It's double bonus time. And Aisha Ashley, who has made her last 3 free throws in a row, needs this make right here. That makes it a 2-possession game as it goes in. 41-37. Still 9 seconds remaining in regulation. Here comes Livy Schneider into the game. Snowflake looking for some height. And this one misses. 2-possession game. Snowflake up into front court. 5 seconds. 3-pointer on the way. Austin Stratton. Good! Shot good! And timeout taken! There was 1.5 seconds on the clock that I saw when Coach called timeout. But and that's exactly what one of the officials saw. The other official saw the same thing. I just heard him say it. Wow, how about that, huh? Are you kidding me? It's 41-37 right now, 41-40, pardon me on that, as Austin Stratton makes a huge 3-point basket here in the final moments of the fourth quarter. Austin with 15 points in the game. That's her second three. And we're a 1 point difference right here. There's 1.5 seconds remain. The Wildcats have to get the ball in. Snowflake will try to foul immediately. The question is, can they keep the Wildcats from burning any time off with a dribble? Boy, if I was the Wildcats, I might even just throw the ball. Well, no, I guess I couldn't say that. I was going to say throw the ball down the floor, and even if Snowflake gets the ball, can they get a shot away with 1.5? And the answer is maybe they can. Here's a very long pass. Well, that kind of did it. It's taken away by Jones, who traveled. Time ran out. And the officials are going to let that stand as the game. It's over here at Snowflake, and Aisha Ashley will be selected on vote of the Sports Zone Radio team as the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. You see her there on the middle of her screen. It was an exciting finish, 41-40, our final here at Snowflake. The Lady Wildcats end up with the victory. We're going to speak with head coach Francine McCurtain and with Aisha Ashley here in just a moment. Everybody, what a game and what a finish. And a victory that the Wildcats were able to pull off. We are going to... I think we're going to grab, let's see, I think we're going to grab Coach right now. 41-40. The Lady Wildcats with this big victory, everybody. Oh, an exciting finish to this one. The boys varsity game be coming up here in just a little bit, everybody. And we are right now 11 minutes behind time on that, and they're going to give the guys a chance to warm up. So quite a delay in the action here today, and it'll be a late start for this boys varsity matchup at Snowflake. Snowflake and Chinle, that game on the way in a bit. Meanwhile, we are getting set, shoot a little video, and wrap it up. Is that pretty fun, Coach? Fun win for you and the ladies?
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep, I can hear you.
Good. Are we all set? Just about. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody, online on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Also on our Sports Zone Radio Facebook page for the live video. And those listening on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app, thank you for being with us here at Snowflake tonight. Well, an exciting finish in this one as the Chinle Lady Wildcats hold on and get a 41-40 victory over the Snowflake Lady Lobos on tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Everybody is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. My name is Floyd Simmons, and I am joined by the head coach of the Chinle Lady Wildcats, victorious tonight over a team that had a great postseason run last year, the Snowflake Lobos. They're doing a little bit of rebuilding, but they've got some of those same key pieces back. And it was a good win, I thought, tonight for the Lady Wildcats. Francine McCurtain is the head coach. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. It was a much-needed win for our girls, and I'm glad we came out on top of it.
Well, you started a little bit slow. Snowflake had a pretty good early lead going, and then you clamped down on defense in the second quarter, and you played that same strong defense the rest of the game to get the lead, get control, and come away with a win.
Yeah, exactly. I told the girls they need to come out with some intensity to make sure they get their hands in the passing lanes. And every game that we face, we don't really know who's on the team anymore because of the year that we lost. So we had to kind of figure it out the first 3 or 4 minutes and then, get to work from there. And I thought the girls picked it up really well today.
Coach McCurtain, against Winslow, your team did not shoot free throws very well. And you weren't shooting free throws for 3 quarters in this game. But then, all of a sudden, Aisha started buckling down. She nailed some shots. I think it was Ashlyn Lynch hit 3 shots, foul shots for you in the fourth quarter as well. Big free throws that really were a big part of the difference in winning today.
Exactly. You tell your team, get to the line, these give us some opportunities, can get you started. But in the meantime, I'm kind of wondering if you're going to make it or not. So just go up there and shoot them the way we do every day at practice. And, you can't shy away, and especially the seniors. You got to step up in moments like that. And Ashlyn and Aisha did quite that, and making sure they sunk their free throws. It can kind of bring down your confidence a little bit, but you got to keep going, and that's what they did.
Coach McCurtain, we talked before your last game, Winslow game, about Aisha. She is your leader. She's your floor leader. She's your vocal leader, and it's fun to watch what she does out there. A little bit tentative in the Winslow game, but I thought played a great game here tonight. We named her the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And one moment that I thought really displayed her poise and her experience and her knowledge, understanding. Her teammate got trapped in the corner right there with, just 30 seconds remaining in the game, 31 seconds. Teammate gets trapped in the corner, and she calls for a timeout to try and save that possession. It was going to be a turnover. Snowflake's defense had your lady trapped down there. Great job, I thought, by Aisha, and just using a lot of good experience there.
That is coming from experience, and you got to know the situation. And so before I let the timeout go, I told them that we had a couple of timeouts left. If you really need them, you use them. And I spoke to my captains right before we left, and she wasn't afraid to use it. I gave her full authority to use it on the court, and it came in clutch for us.
Yeah, it was big. Coach, before I let you go, and we will speak to Aisha here in a moment. We've talked about her game. Is there anybody else you want to call out tonight that you thought delivered a particularly good game for your Wildcats?
I think the girls did really well together today, and I think Ashlyn handled the ball under pressure very well. She kind of got hurt in the fourth quarter, but once she felt better, she wanted to go right back into the game. She's our main ball handler, and I thought she did really well. Same thing with Shondine and Lindsay. I mean, they all stepped up, I think, pretty evenly today, and I really enjoyed watching them play. It kind of gave me a heart attack at the end a little bit, but we knew exactly what to do to make sure that we come out with the win today.
Are you and the ladies ready for the Choice Wireless Classic basketball tournament this weekend?
Yeah, we are. We're excited for it. It's been 2 years coming, but we have some teams in the bracket and everything, and it's just going to be a good time this weekend to kind of come together again and enjoy. Hopefully it snows. The season's coming along with Christmas, and so it's a good feeling again to have.
Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Francine McCurtain, the head coach of this Chinle Lady Wildcats team. Final score 41-40. They hold on, the Wildcats do, after getting a lead of 7 points a couple of different times in the fourth quarter. They get the 41-40 win over Snowflake tonight. We call this Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And we will just continue right along. Courtside, step closer if you don't mind, Aisha. Thank you for that. All right, very good. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Here at Snowflake tonight, everybody, the Chinle Lady Wildcats came into town, and after getting a 7-point lead down the stretch in the fourth quarter, had to hold on as Snowflake fought back in the final moments, final seconds of this one, make it close. Boy, what a great shot by Austin Stratton to get the game to within one, a big 3-point basket right near the end. But then the Wildcats held on, got the win tonight, final score 41-40. Floyd Simmons here, and our broadcast coverage is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Time now to speak to the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game, and all season long that is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, the hospital in Springerville. Great partners now with us here at Sports Zone Radio. Thank you, White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And our Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game is right here, Aisha Ashley, who led her team in scoring today with 14 points, hit some clutch foul shots in the fourth quarter to help preserve the victory. Aisha, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Okay, I want to ask you just real quick about calling a timeout right at the end of the game. Your teammate, one of the Lady Wildcats, trapped in the corner. The Snowflake defense just all over her. That was going to be a turnover.
Yeah,
no question about it.
Yeah.
And you called a heads-up timeout, try to save that possession. Talk about what your experience in helping lead this team on the floor.
Well, I've been here for a while now, and I know how it is to get trapped, and especially like your first time playing too. So I just saw the moment too, and Fran told us before the game that we have 2 timeouts and we can use it if we need it to. And since now that I'm a leader now, I have to be a leader on the court from my experience and my past turnovers that I've done. I just saw one of my teammates right there in the corner, so I want to use the timeout to our advantage and to help the girls out.
Aisha, now as a leader, and we've talked about that a couple of times here now, You missed all of last year.
Yeah.
Right? But then so did pretty much everybody but Paige out of the North. What impact has that had on you and the ladies? Is there some rust? Is there some nerves? You know, what is it like right now just trying to come back after really not having that level of competition for so long?
It's a little different now because like everybody's getting back into that competition like mentality again, and everybody's still like getting that pressure too. I think it's because we have like some newcomers that didn't get a chance to get the experience of playing on varsity too. It's just like different too, and everybody had their season, and like how Snowflake had their season, and they're maybe like pretty ready for us too.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good competition, but we're still trying to get back into the rhythm, and I think we're still trying to learn to work together too as a team.
Speaking with Aisha Ashley, the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, folks, we got to wrap this up pretty quick.
Yeah.
But some of your ladies, Lindsay Yazzie, Shandine Yazzie, a couple others, Quintrell Curley, some of these ladies, Ashlyn Lynch, who I think is just a terrific guard for you. You've got the makings of a pretty good team, don't you?
Yes, we do. Especially because they got experience, and we do push each other on practice, and we try to help each other on the court and off and on. And like at practice too, we do get mad at each other, like not in like in a bad way, like teaching each other.
You push each other.
Yes, we push each other, and we just like keep working at that part, and like just teaching them, like Control teaching her how to post up and stuff too.
Aisha, we got to go. It's the national anthem.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Aisha Ashley, the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Our coverage at Sports Zone Radio is brought to you by Northland Basketball and Choice NTUA Wireless. Final score 41-40. Chinle knocks off the Snowflake Lady Lobos on this one tonight at Snowflake High School. Wrap up our girls broadcast here. Of course, you've got to present the national anthem, right? Especially on Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, December 7th, here in this year, 2021. Folks, thanks for joining us for our broadcast coverage at Snowflake tonight. We call this Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. That's the end of the girls' game. So we'll do our wrap-up here now. I want to thank our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, Joe Matthews, and Fernando Quintana on camera as well for us tonight. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons, thank you for joining us. Reminding you, final score of the girls' game. Chinle 41, Snowflake 40. We will now end the girls' broadcast. So if you're watching video, look for the restart on Facebook and on YouTube, because we're going to end those broadcasts now and start a whole new set of broadcasting for you, okay? And the boys' game is up next right here from Snowflake. It's Chinle and Snowflake, everybody. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Stand by, everybody.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at sportszone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.